John Godolkin Origins, The Boys comics. The Boys have their own rendition of X-Men, which includes a number of humorous, dark satires of the Marvel Comics equivalents. However, the manner in which the squad was created and treated is totally despicable. But let's be honest, are we shocked? This is The Boys we're talking about after all. The titular trio manages to fight one of the supes affiliated with the G-Men in The Boys issue 29 by Garth Ennis, Dark Robertson, Simon Bowland, and Tony Avina. That's when the supe that John Godolkin, the G-Men's Professor X, abducted children while they were young and administered Compound V into them and turned them into heroes. Worryingly enough, he also indicates that Godolkin assaulted the youngsters entrusted to his care. John Godolkin Origins. John Godolkin is an adversary of the contentious adult comic series of books, The Boys. He is the G-Men's, as well as several of its offshoot teams, malevolent benefactor and commander. The G-Men are the largest super team in The Boys' world, with over 80 members spread among almost about 7 separate groups. Beast, Colossus, Wolverine, as well as other prominent X-Men characters, are clearly parodied in the ensemble. Godolkin is widely considered as one of the most terrible soup bosses since he appears to care even less about assisting people than Homelander did on his worst days and without any justification for his actions. There isn't much information available regarding Godolkin's past. He would kidnap kids from their families and physically harass them from childhood, teaching them to despise him while remaining faithful. He would have those who disclosed the truth slain on his instructions just to resurrect them afterward. He is initially seen greeting Huey at the G-Men mansion's front door. Following his introduction, he makes the G-Men escort Huey around the property. Huey is setting up some gadgets in the toilet when Nubia, a member of the G-Men, comes and scares him. Huey is calmed down by the members, and Godolkin directs that Nubia be returned to her chamber. Huey questions why he left Nubia alive despite her treason, and he responds because she, like all the others, is his kid, shown having brunch with his children while the members discuss Huey, the new recruit. He is then seen on the phone with James Stillwell, the president of Vought American, regarding something that Stillwell does not appear to approve of. At a funeral, Godolkin gives a speech to the teams. Later that same night, he is seen along with all the G-Men group members, and this is when he tells them to execute the Boys' members. However, he and the G-Men are slaughtered by Vought American on instructions from Stillwell, because the former was harming the company. Godolkin's antics result in some of the worst and most surreal scenes in the series, when the G-Men, including the rest of the units, congregate before the mansion and inform the Boys that none of them ever refused Godolkin's torture. They also claim that none of them will not perish if John Godolkin said so. As James Stillwell of Vought American arrives, he informs Butcher that he can tidy up his own crap, while the G-Men are slaughtered with a variety of gunfire, explosives, and fire, which makes for quite a disturbing scene. Despite their wickedness, the G-Men are quite sad characters. When they initially appear, they appear to be fornication-crazed maniacs. The news that Godolkin kidnapped and mistreated them, on the other hand, helps to explain their sadly damaged adult selves. Even considering the Boys comic books, which aren't afraid to be filthy simply for the purpose of being gross, the past of the G-Men is unusually messed up. Interesting facts you should know. Godolkin is a spoof of both Charles Xavier and Niles Calder. He possesses no unique abilities. It is said that his father inappropriately touched him as a youngster, and that he grew up imprisoning and kidnapping street urchins and orphans and assaulting them as well. Vought allowed him to do so since their G sector was the most profitable. Later, because he was harming their company, Vought slaughtered all of his children in front of his mansion, murdering him too in the process. Will we see them in the TV series? The Boys are now off to college. After a somewhat long gestation period, a spin-off set at a college based on Amazon Prime Video's successful TV series has begun production. The untitled spin-off will follow a group of kids at Godolkin University, the sole Vought American-sponsored college for superhumans to hone their skills and maybe join the Seven. It's managed by John Godolkin, who often abused his students in the comics. We don't know if he'll play a significant part yet, but we do want to have a better understanding of this heinous character's psyche. Other dark aspects of the horrific, gory universe will be explored, specifically how new heroes get their beginnings. The Boys' showrunner Eric Kripke made the revelation through Entertainment Weekly, stating that it's been a lengthy, convoluted process. Still, he hopes people enjoy the spin-off as much as he does. He also said that it is a really brilliant, humorous, and bizarre series that is quite different from The Boys, but absolutely within that universe and tone. This, The Boys venture, was revealed in 2021. However, it has taken longer than expected to create. Though we don't yet have a release date or a title, these developments are the most encouraging we've figured so far. Conclusion: John Godolkin is probably one of The Boys' evilest villains alongside Black Noir, and his character has a lot of potential to be explored more in the upcoming spin-off TV series. Surprisingly, The Boys' Amazon TV offshoot is said to be only partly based on the team from the comics. It's a bizarre decision to bypass this backstory and focus on the personalities rather than their origins, but also understandable because the G-Men's origin is exceptionally messed up, even for the Boys comic series. Godolkin is an exciting take on Charles Xavier, and probably one that no one could ever even have imagined. Godolkin's actions were heinous and inexplicable, but isn't that usually the most significant mark of a truly evil villain? While his character is obviously and rightfully controversial to many, it will be interesting to see how it is built and explored in the upcoming series. Hopefully, Eric Kripke's spin-off won't disappoint.